Hey everyone, it's Tim back with another video on the old trusty Jeep Patriot here. Today we're going to be replacing the lift supports, which are these guys right here. If your tailgate's not staying up like it should, chances are they just need to be replaced. And it's pretty easy. So today I'm going to show you what you need and how to do it. And here's what you need to get this job done. Basically, a new lift support. This one is from AutoZone by Mighty Lift. This is a 2014 Jeep Patriot Latitude 2.4. So this is the model number. You can go ahead and pause it for reference. I ran about $17.99, I believe, for that one. You're also going to need a flathead screwdriver. Try and find one that has a small tip on it. Or I should say like a medium-sized tip, just not too wide, because you'll have to actually get it into a little bracket that's on the shock. Then the last thing you're going to need is something to prop your tailgate up with. So I just had some extra vacuum tubing from my shop vac, and that's just propping it up. That way when you take the shock off, your tailgate doesn't fall on you. The first thing we're gonna do is take off the old lift support. Basically, you're just gonna grab your screwdriver and find where this little clip is. This clip wraps around and grabs onto a little stud with a ball on it, and it fits right into the socket. So once you get that clip off a little bit, you'll see that it starts to come out of there. And it's pretty much that easy. Try not to drop it and damage your car. But so what we got here is that little retaining clip holds on to that ball, which is in this socket. As you can see, mine's very full of grease. Once it focuses, it's very full of grease, and that's probably why it popped off that easy. This next one, which is right here, probably won't come off so easy, but we'll see. For this one, it's gonna be the same concept. We're just gonna use this little screwdriver, get behind that little clip, and I'll actually try and get the clip off this time without taking the actual support off. So that clip can come off, and then the whole thing kind of pops off just like that. So what I'm actually gonna do for this top one, since it was so greasy, I just have a little bit of degreaser spray, and I'm gonna try and clean that up a little bit so the new one doesn't slip off like as easy as that last one just did. And it's already looking much better, and it should hang on in that socket a lot better that way. All right, so now we have the old one off, which is right here. It's always a good idea when you take an old part off and replace it with a new one to make sure that visually it looks the same. Otherwise, you're gonna get the new one on and you're gonna be very disappointed when it doesn't fit. So just looking at these two side by side, they look pretty identical, so I think we'll be good to go. All right, so the install is gonna be pretty much a reverse of what we just did. So we have the two ball joints that are left open right here, and we're just gonna have to put this new one back on. It has the same clip system. You're just gonna take these clips off first, one on each side, stick it on the little ball joint, and snap the clips around it, and it should be good to go. The first thing you're gonna do is grab your new shock and pop the clips up a little bit. So you can either take the clip all the way off, or you can just use your screwdriver and pry it up a little bit. I chose to keep them on because I think it's gonna be easier. Plus I have one hand on the camera, so one-handed, this is definitely the easier way. So at this point, there's only one way you can really mess it up. So there's two ends to this. Compare it to your other shock, and you see that the fatter end that has the actual gas chamber in it, you're just gonna put that one towards the car. So this is gonna hook onto this little socket, and then your clip is gonna clip on. Make sure it's all the way on, and that's good. Then we're gonna come around this way and do the same for this guy. My clip accidentally snapped on me, but it's back to halfway off. I also had to rotate this tip. As you can see, the socket's only on one side, so mine was facing the wrong way, so I just had to rotate it in my hand, get it back to the correct direction. And then at this point, as you can see, it doesn't line up. So what I'm gonna have to do is lift the tailgate a little bit more and clip it in. I had to lift the tailgate up a little bit more with two hands to do that, but basically I just had to lift it up about maybe 3 more inches, and then it slid right into the socket. Push the clip on, make sure it's secure. And then I made sure that one's secure, gave it a good shake, it's not going anywhere. So now I can actually take my support out, and the tailgate's back to staying up on its own. Now that everything's back and installed correctly, we just need to do a quick test. So I would go ahead and start lowering this down and keep an eye on it just to make sure that you're not hearing any crazy sounds. Nothing looks like it's loose or messing up as it's going down. And then I'd go ahead and just shut it and then give it a pop. And it looks like it works. All right, guys, that's it. It's a pretty easy fix. So if this did help you, if you're able to do this on your own, let me know in the comments. I love hearing when people watch my videos and they're able to do a job themselves and they don't have to go to the dealership. It's pretty cool. So if you want to subscribe, I do make random videos on the Jeep, and I should be putting together a playlist soon. That way I can have everything organized. I got a couple other videos I'm going to make, some things that fall apart on this vehicle frequently. So if you have a Jeep Patriot, at least, I would definitely hit the subscribe button and see what I have next. Till next time.